Hi, boys and girls. It's Mr. Morrison. I'm here to talk to you about your final paper, your project. You are going to write a Sitomer paragraph about your own topic that you choose. Now, at this point, you should have at least 3 good pages of information and research notes about 3 questions that you have that are going to prove that your topic is very important. Now, the reason why I had you research 3, because you're going to pick your best 2 as your subclaim. And this here is a template to help you get started. For instance, the claim that you have to prove is in ancient Egypt, blank, your topic, was important because, and then give me a subclaim 1 and subclaim 2. So, for example, in ancient Egypt, Ramses II was important because he blank and he blank. In ancient Egypt, farmers were, not was, were important because they what and they what. Then down here, you're going to fill in the evidence to prove so. So let's say I'm going to go with Ramses. Okay, I said Ramses was important because he expanded Egypt further than ever before, is my first subclaim. Well, down here, my notes about him expanding Egypt further than ever before would be part of this to prove it. This is the evidence for my first subclaim. So this part, I'm going to write down where I got the information. According to the website, and then give me the website name, it says that Ramses was important. Then down here, please explain your first subclaim. Ramses extended Egypt further than ever before. This was very important because people now had more resources than they had before, and they could eat and they could whatever it would be. This was important because it made Egypt larger than it had ever been. More people could fit inside of Egypt, and more people had more food and resources and such. So that is answering that first subclaim. Now, over here, second subclaim, let's say I said in ancient Egypt, farmers were important because they blank and they built the pyramid. Then down here, if my topic was farmers, I'd say, according to the video on YouTube called whatever the name of the video is, it says that farmers were very important. Here, the sentence form, please explain your subclaim. Farmers built the pyramids. They were the ones that got their hands dirty. Be very specific and make sure your notes are correct. Specifically, they were the ones that during the high Niles, and then you put your information you have from your notes. This was important because without the farmers, give me your information. Then, of course, your subclaim, your conclusion with your subclaims. In conclusion, farmers were very important because, in short, if it wasn't for farmers, and you can play with this a little bit, you don't have to put just down was very important in Egypt. You could add, if it wasn't for farmers, the Egyptians wouldn't have food or pyramids to have their tombs in, period. So that would be how you write that. Now, when you're done with that, you kind of did your information and kind of filled stuff in as you went along. I gave this to you on the back side of that paper. You're going to be graded on these things. First of all, you're going to write your claim here. In ancient Egypt, your topic was important, period. Now, in ancient Egypt, blank, your topic was important because, subclaim 1, and subclaim 2. Now, give me the information from your evidence 1 subclaim section, give me the evidence from your subclaim 2 section, and then give me those 2 sentences down at the bottom for your conclusion. After you've written that out and I've looked at it and you partner shared it with somebody, then you're going to go to the Canvas menu down at the bottom where it says Sitomer project paragraph turn in, and you're going to type this up and turn it in using the colors blue, red, purple, red for subclaim evidence, purple for subclaim 2 evidence, and of course green for your conclusion, like you normally have been doing. And then down here, here's how you're going to be graded. You want to get a 5. 5 is the best grade, and this has to do with your thesis and your claim. You have a claim, and you have 2 very relevant subclaims that go with it. Okay? If you kind of have it and your subclaims are unclear, you'll get a 3. 5 is the best grade. 3 means probably about a C, and a 1 is not good at all. The next part is organization. Your sections, that has to do with your evidence. Your sections are connected and they are sequenced to your ideas, your thesis. Your evidence makes sense and it goes along with this. That's how you're going to be graded. Okay, those are your 2 rubrics. If you have any questions on this, let me know. But the very first thing you need to do before you do anything else is you need to make sure that you've gone through here after your notes are all done and you're able to fill this in and it makes sense. Ask me questions if you have it. As soon as you've kind of filled it in, You can erase and write and erase. This is your rough draft sheet. Then I want you to flip it over and I want you to actually write it out by hand. And then I want to look at it again. And then you are to type it up using the color coordinating on Canvas and then turn it in where it says Sitomer Project Paragraph Turn In. All right, I hope this helps. Good luck. Hope everything works out.